The girls dominated in Paris. I don't know, I just, in the swimming and the athletics, everyone basically was female. So I think in Australia, a lot of our men go to sports like rugby and cricket and AFL. So I think they're whipped away quite early, they're paid quite a lot, and the female athletes go more down that Olympic route. But yeah, we did awesome.
It feels amazing to meet the Pope, because it's something that I've dreamed of as a child. But the dream came true, so I was truly honored to be there and get the signature.
Just going out there and having fun. I mean, he's worked hard this season to get to this point. He has a target on his back, and he's going to be the hunted this year.
Yeah, that for me would be a dream come true. I mean, as an American athlete, to end my career and retire on American soil would be the ultimate dream. But yeah, I just focus on the day-to-day, competition to competition, and it's worked so well so far. So I'm gonna try to keep that up.
To tomorrow's time, because the Olympics have finished and we are still celebrating the gold medal. But I'll give it my best shot tomorrow.
I think it'll be a very good competition. Favre has spoken a lot about throwing in Rome. I know he's going to be the most excited athlete to compete tomorrow, I think, in the entire stadium. So I think he'll be difficult to beat. So I'm expecting a very good competition. I'm happy with how my training is going. Joe Kovacs is also shaking off jet lag, coming off of Silesia. So I think the three of us, and possibly Peyton Otterdahl as well, I think it's going to be an extremely good competition. So I'm hoping the crowd will at least cheer a little bit for me and not entirely for Fabry. But it'll be great. Anytime we have a very strong local competitor in the event, it's great for the event. So I'm excited, and I'm happy for him that he gets to compete in front of the home crowd.
Who knows? I think after the Olympics, you win gold, you achieve those dreams, and then this part of the season is just fun, right? The pressure is off and we enjoy competition, and I think that's really good for the pole vault. It loosens, like we loosen up and we have fun, and we'll see what I do tomorrow.
She's been with me throughout the journey. She helped me decide on taking part of being an athlete, because I was more into football, but she guided me into the athletics part. So she's been there since the journey started, and now it had to cut short for her, but still the journey continues. Even today, I'm still not the face of athletics. I saw Ray's interview. He said Noah changed the sport, which I believe he did. I haven't changed anything. I just came in and won the gold medal. That's all that I did. But he has been there and consistent throughout the years. So I think after being consistent also, I would say I could be the face of athletics. But when you talk, you would say, no, he won the Africa's first gold medal. But in reality, we know if there's somebody who could be there, it's still Noah.
No, regardless of the money and the World Athletics money, I didn't want to share it. And I think if you ask Katie, she would say exactly the same thing. We've done it once and that was amazing, and, we loved that, but I wanted that outright gold medal for myself. So, yeah.
In each Olympics is different. It's a snapshot in your career trajectory as an athlete, with 4 years between each one is very different. But for me, I think I'm proud of the ability to keep moving forward despite the adversity, and I think it's a sign of growth for me as an individual in my ability to enjoy this Olympics more. I think this one I was the happiest in regards to the outcome. Tokyo, I felt like it was mine to lose. I was fresh off of a world record, and I felt like if I lost it, it was my fault. Where this one, the injuries, the setbacks made me happy to be there. I felt like I could appreciate it more, and so I felt like I was enjoying it more, and that is what I'm as proud of as winning the third is my ability to enjoy what I'm doing. And I think for the longevity of my career, continuing in this sport and continuing to have positive performances, positive experiences, that's something that I hope to continue to grow with. And sometimes it is those setbacks and those adversities that make the moment more special.
Yeah, absolutely. I've worked so hard this season to just get to the position I'm in today. I feel like my hard work is showing. 7 meters doesn't come easy. So anytime I can touch anywhere close to 7 meters, it's proof in what I've been working for all season. I feel like I hope I get to change the game of long jump to make 7 meters not as difficult for these women, so we have something to reach for. I feel like we can change that 7 meter mark to 720s and 730s plus. Yeah, back in 2020 and 2021, I wasn't really fond of what I was doing in my life. I had some bad habits, bad outlooks on life, and I gave myself the ultimatum of, you get this life one chance, and it's either you take it or you don't. And I decided to buckle up and just put on the boots and start marching. And ever since then, I've changed my outlook on life. I don't let the small things get to me as much, and I don't know, I feel like I'm here for a reason, and whatever that reason is, I'm going to show my smile and show the joy of life. I think that we all struggle with something, and if I'm able to voice my opinion on mental health or voice that I struggled too, I feel like that could inspire not just women, but everyone in the world to just, be themselves and go out there and just live life. I'm just out here living. I'm not trying to be, doing this for the views or doing this to be seen. I'm just living. Hunter and I share a special relationship on and off the track. So if people can look at us with just, only see joy, only see, love between us. For Noah, I feel like the people that so-called hate, I don't want to use that word because that's not nice. I think that people just haven't seen him for who he is. I feel like he is a different cat. He is a different walk of life. But I think it's beautiful that he's able to share his expressions and share his full personality. I think people can take note of that.
Yeah, so it was a very exciting time. Working and coaching. Roger has been very rewarding, and I think for me in the later half of my career, it's kept me engaged, and it brings a new level of excitement. And shot put and discus vary in the execution of the technique, but a lot of the training and preparation, especially on the mental side, is very similar. The mental aspect of stepping on the track and knowing that you've prepared to the best of your ability is a level of confidence that can't be faked. And so I think coaching him and explaining that to him has helped solidify my confidence in myself. And so I will say that coaching is a lot more stressful than being an athlete. It's way easier for me to step out on the Olympic stage and compete than it is to be preparing someone else, and you sit in the stands and you see things going on. It's like, why are you doing this? So that is definitely more of a challenge. So I have a newfound respect for coaches, because you just sit in the stands and you've prepared for the athlete, but you have to take the back seat. And so with no outlet, that is much more stressful.
I mean, the government is the government, and it's hard for you to convince them to do something that they're not willing to do, especially in Africa, because they more believe that football is the go-to. But we have did our best. Ghanaians did his part in South Africa, Fedi in Kenya. I also did my part. So it's really hard for you to convince the government for them to invest in athletics. We have proven ourselves good enough the past 2 years, I believe. And still now, I haven't seen any change. So I believe after the Olympics, I'll see a change, of which I haven't put any expectations to it, because the more I expect, the more I get disappointed. So I've just told myself I'll see if they will do it. If they don't do it, still we gotta use what we have.
If you guys don't know, I am now an assistant coach at K-State. It's a small school in Manhattan, Kansas. I'm so stoked to be there. I'm stoked to bring my knowledge to other athletes. I feel like I have a different viewership on the NCAA as I was a transfer. I've been around the block, I feel like, with multiple coaches, and I've struggled with depression in college. I've struggled with success in college, and I don't know, I feel like my idea for me as a coach when I go over there is just to give insight rather than, hardcore coaching. I will share my expertise on what I know in the jumps and sprints, but at the end of the day, I want to give kind of like my 2 cents and help these athletes, get through college. It's hard moving away from home. It's hard to, be in a place that you're not used to. So I just hope as a coach that I can give just some moral support in everything that I can.
I don't think so. Because the ultimate goal, even though it's a secret, was to win the 100-meter gold medal first, and then that's when we could switch up to the 400 meters, because the job will be done in the 100 and the 200, and then now focus on something different, maybe for a year. But I'm hoping that next year's World Championships, you'll see a different person at the 400 meters. That's what I hope for, because the 400 is now exciting also. It's thrilling to watch. So that's where I like to be, in somewhere in the mix.
Yeah, we talked about this at breakfast, actually. It's been a hot topic. So I think the one that I don't want to say he's admitted defeat on his behalf, but if you take half of my PR and half of his PR, I would hope quite easily. I'd be very disappointed if I can't jump half of his PR and even just like land on the mat. But he's hoping for 8 meters. He said 7 meters and I gave him 8. So I'm actually giving him more than he believes in himself.
Okay.
Yes, it is true. Good morning. I'm happy, but I'm not that completely satisfied. And above all, considering the results I achieved over the last few years. So during the Olympics, we could see that we went very far. My other 2 fellow mates actually made it to 18 meters, so I'll hope that I can actually do the same tomorrow. Ask me, are you going to compete next year? Until Los Angeles, that's normally my answer. Well, we'll see. The truth is that after the Poland competition, the Olympics didn't really go as I expected. And actually, I was expecting them to be the last competition of my career. I had prepared myself for my whole career for that moment, and I believe that I had all the skills needed. Clearly, my plans were not as successful as expected. However, if I didn't try my best, I would have probably disappointed myself. Therefore, I currently feel something within me, some fire, something that is definitely going to prompt me into getting ready to play once again next year, because I know my value. Then, of course, many are the dynamics that come into play, and we'll have to see how things will go. Many other factors to be considered for next year's. Try everything I can to improve, and I try to be as in shape as I can. I want to prove every single time that I can run really fast as needed. We have another race tomorrow and other races before the season ends. I can definitely try to aim for that, for the 980, but I would say that what is most important during these competitions is that I want to have as much fun as I can. I love this sport, and so my main objective is to have fun and challenge my opponents. That record, we're actually quite close, and if there is someone who can do that, that person has to be me. Of course, that's why I'm training. I'm training to go farther than everybody else, and I'm only missing about 15 centimeters, and you would think that it's very little, but it's actually this much. And then it is also about sprinting in the right way, and as soon as I manage to do it, I'm sure that 18 meters will be achievable.